Welcome everybody. Let's make a start seated, cross-legged if you can. And if you want to sit on a block, you can sit on a block. Have one foot in front of the other. And you can rest your hands on your knees. Let's do a few circles with the shoulders one way. That's it. And then a few circles with the shoulders the other way. Good. Just taking a bit of time, get into your bodies before we start. We can take the right hand on the outer left leg and the left fingertips behind into a little twist. Keep your nose in line with your spine for a moment. Press down to your right sit bone. Take a big breath in here. And a long breath out. And taking it over to the other side, left hand on the outer right leg, and then right fingertips behind you. Keeping the nose in line with the spine again. Big breath in. Long breath out. And then coming back to the center, you can just rest the hands again on the knees. Let your eyes close down. And once your eyes are closed, just work on sitting back into the sitting bones. So you can feel them pressing into the floor. And from your sitting bones, move to your tailbone and follow your tailbone all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. And then bring your awareness to your shoulders and imagine your shoulder blades drawing downwards towards the floor. So you've got those two opposing forces, energy traveling up the spine and then energy traveling down, drawing the shoulder blades down. We'll take a long deep breath in through the nose all together. And then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Now inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold your breath for 1, 2. And then exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 1, 2. And then exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Hold your breath for 2. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Holding your breath for 2. Exhaling for 8. Last time, inhale for 4. Hold for 2. And then exhale for 8. Changing it now. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your breath for 1, 2. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing for 1, 2. And then exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 8. Holding for 2. Exhaling for 4. Last round. Inhale for 8. Holding for 2. Exhaling for 4. Long, big breath all together. We'll meet at the very top. Holding your breath at the top. See if you can let more air seep in through your nose now, really filling up the very top part of your lungs, the very top part of your chest. And then open your mouth and exhale, let it go. And keeping your eyes closed, press your palms together. Rub the hands. Okay, just notice how you feel now. Hopefully there's some difference there. And then you can rest your hands over the eyes. You're just shielding out the light for a moment. And then gently start to wipe your eyes and wipe your face awake. Come back into the space. Welcome to your practice, guys. So catch hold of the hands. So you're going to bring them into a little fist and then start to circle the wrists. Keep your breathing slow and steady now. Yeah. And then take the circle the other way. Good. And then from there, have the fingers sort of facing you, so facing inwards. You're going to pulse the knuckles inwards. Yeah, so the emphasis is the knuckles drawing towards the front of the wrists, or the inner wrists. And then do it the other way, so it draws the other way, pulsing the other way. Now you can bring the hands to interlace and draw a big circle with both wrists. And then take the circles the other way. If you can work that one out, doing it the other way. And from here, just take your right arm out. Turn the palm away from you, fingers pointing down. Take your left hand over the right fingers and then push your left thumb into the back of your right hand. So just opening up that hand. Then think about your right shoulder, draw it down the back. Breathing in. Breathing out. Changing hands, that left arm can go out in front. Fingers pointing down. Just see, how does that feel today? It's a little bit stiff, my end. And then push the right thumb into the back of the hand, trying to open up the palm of the hand there. It feels so nice. Can you drop your left shoulder blade down the back? Well done. And then release. Excellent. Take your fingers out, just in line with your hips. Straighten your arms, and then keep reaching the fingers away until the arms float up. Okay, you can bring your arms in line with your shoulders. And from here, just lift the shoulders up, and then feel the difference as you drop the shoulder blades down the back. It's like you're pushing your hands or your arms down into something. Squeeze those shoulder blades down the back there. Good. Now take little circles with the arms, keeping the shoulder blades down in place. That's it. Should start to feel some sensations there. And then try taking the circle the other way. Notice if the shoulder blades rise and try and draw them down. That's it. Good. Then you can bring your hands to your shoulders and then draw big circles with the elbows. Every time the elbows go up to the sky and around the back, can you draw those shoulder blades back down? It's almost like the shoulder blades are moving the arms. That's it, and then take the circle the other way. Always a little bit harder. That's it. Okay, now try that with the full arms. So arms straight, try and rotate the arms all the way around the back. Feel the shoulders move, so you have to kind of rotate the arms open as the shoulders open. And again, a few more times. And then try taking it the other way. So you have to kind of lead with the palms like you're swimming. And then rotate the palms up, rotate the shoulders down, lift the arms up. Yeah, see if you can find that little pathway there. Good, last one. We're going to catch hold of the hands at the top. So interlace the fingers and turn your palms faced up. And we'll lean over towards the right side. Just breathe into the left side. And then taking up and over to the other side and breathe into this right side here. Good. I know the arms are aching, but come all the way back up and over towards the right side. Now round into the back, bring the hands towards the front, chin to chest. And then take the arms all the way over to the left side and then all the way back up. Yeah, last time. Take it up and over towards the left. Round into the back, swing it over towards the right, and then bringing it all the way back up. And then this nice bit here, release the hands. Give the shoulders a little circle one way, and then circle them the other way. Good, so hopefully that's that woken up. We can cross forwards, so you can just roll forwards through the legs, or take the legs to the side. Come on to your all fours. Now into your cat pose, letting your belly sink. Lift the head, chest up, and then push away and round into the back. So a few more times. So you're moving the energy a little bit further down the body now. Think about your core strengthening as you go into the angry cat. Think about the core lengthening as you sink into your cow. And feel the spine starting to wake up. That's it. And then from here, keeping the spine neutral, just do it with the tailbone now. So it's cat-cow with just the tailbone. So you tuck the tail under. It's like you're bringing your pubic bone to your belly button, and then lift the tailbone up to the sky. So everything else staying in place. And then as you do this, you might start to feel the hamstrings getting involved now. So if you lengthen the hamstrings as the tailbone goes up, you tuck the tail and kind of engage the hamstrings. A few more times. Good. And then you can take little circles with the hips. We started all the way at the top, moved our way down the spine into the hips. Take the circle the other way if you can. Good, and then tucking your toes under, sit the hips into your heels, relax the tummy, the chest, the head down, forehead into the mat. You know, I'm a big fan of the feet. They're so important. So get this little warm up for your feet here. Feel the arches of the feet, feel the strength of your toes. And then walk your hands back to your knees. Let's just be here for a moment. You can always untuck the toes anytime, but reach the arms up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms faced up like we did earlier. Lean over towards the right side, breathe into the left. You're going to swing it towards the front, rounding into the back, and swing it over to the left, and then come all the way back up. And we try again, take it over to the left side, round into the back, swing it to the front, take it over to the right, and then bring it all the way back. Good, release the hands, and then bring your hands underneath your shoulders. You can give those feet a nice little shake up. Now we can take the right leg back and press the toes into the floor there. So actively push down through your hands, so you're squeezing your heel back, feel the calf stretch. Big breath in. Now as you breathe out, start to lift your right leg up. We'll keep those toes pointing down. Yeah, so you were working in the hips a moment ago. Now bring it into your hamstring. So as you pulse the leg up, think about using hamstring and glute. Try not to let your belly sink and keep pulsing. Yeah, nice little pulses here. Good. From here, could you take your right leg all the way out towards the right side? You're turning the toes so they're kind of pointing towards the front of the mat, and then swing it all the way back. So you're exploring this rotation in the hip here. Yeah, give it a go. Try not to knock anything over. Last time. Now keep swinging the foot all the way to the front until you place the right foot next to the right hand. And then come into your low lunge. So you're lowering that left knee to the floor. Come onto your fingertips, draw your head chest forwards. Just take a moment sinking into that left thigh. Gradually making our way down in the body. And then tucking your back toes, lifting your back knee, bring your left foot outside your left hand. And then sit your hips down into Malasana. Elbows into your knees, palms together, lift the chest up. From here, take the hands to the floor, lift the hips up to the sky. Welcome now to the hamstrings. Heel toe the feet towards each other. Inhale, halfway lift, your hands can come onto your shins. Then exhale and fold it forwards, relax your head. All the energy now traveling into the area that you've already worked, the shoulders, the spine, the head, the arms, the wrists. Rolling your way up, come up to standing. Press your palms together, lift the arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards, and then exhale, fold and hinge from the hips. Inhale, lift the head and chest up, and as you exhale, jump or step your feet back into plank. Now we can lower the knees to the floor. Let's keep those toes tucked under and sit the hips into the heels. Relax, child's pose for a moment with the toes tucked under. Push down through your arms, guys. Push down through your hands. Get the stretch into the armpits, into the chest. So we're coming back up onto all fours. And then sliding the left leg back. Press the toes into the floor. Now keep pushing the heel back. Yeah, get the stretch through the calf. See if you can find it there. Then you're going to lift the left leg up to the sky. Keep that foot flexing, so toes pointing down, and start to pulse the leg. Get into the hamstring, get into the glute. Try not to let the belly sink. Try not to buckle in the arms. Try and keep the arms nice and strong. And we're keeping that left leg straight as we swing it all the way towards the front. Toes kind of edging towards the front, and then swing it all the way back. And as you go forwards and back, just notice how the leg rotates within the hip. And also notice if you try and put a lot of weight into maybe the left hand, try and keep that weight equal through both legs, both arms. Good, last time, you're going to swing the leg all the way around now. Keep it straight for as long as possible and place the left foot next to your left hand. Now you can slide the right knee away, come into a low lunge, onto your fingertips, lift the head, chest up. Good, breathe in. Just take a moment, relax into the front of the right hip, while sinking your left hip down into the mat. Feels quite nice. Your palms can go flat if they're not ready. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Let's bring your right foot outside your right hand. Stay nice and low. Hips go down low. You're in your Malasana. Elbows into the knees. Press your palms together and lift your chest up. Take a moment. Breathing in. Breathing out. Actively opening those knees. Actively sinking the tailbone down. Actively lifting up through the spine. Good. Taking the hands to the floor, lifting the hips up nice and high, and then heel toe the feet towards the center. And halfway lift and lengthen. If you like, put your hands on your shins, and then exhale and fold. How is the legs today? Relax your head. Now you can put a bit more weight into your toes. And then slowly roll up. Chin to chest. Core helping, guiding you up. Press your palms together, lift the arms up. And then exhale and fold, hinge from the hips. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, you jump it back or step it back, plank pose. Lower the knees to the floor. And last time, push the hips into the heels. Relax into those legs. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming back onto all fours. Undo your feet. We'll take your right leg back. Press the toes into the floor. And then lift your right leg up to the sky. A little bit of a pulse. And then a little bit of a swing over towards the right side, just like you did earlier. And now swing the leg all the way back. And you can take your right knee outside of your left knee. Let the feet fall outwards towards the side. I'll move back over. And those feet flat fanning outwards. Rock forwards and back so your left knee comes up off the floor. Yeah, as you go back, that left knee comes up and you're kind of aiming your bum down in between the legs. Yeah, so just see how far is okay to go here. All right, so from here, come back onto all fours. The legs are still crossed. Tuck under your right toes and tuck under your left toes. Make sure you let your left knee come up off the floor to start with. Yeah, so those toes are tucked, the left knee is off. Then walk your hands back. Come to seated on your right heel. Keep walking your hands back and bring your left foot flat onto the floor. Legs are still crossed if you can. Then bring your hands heart center. Press your palms together. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, can you take your right elbow outside of that left leg? Push your palms together. Come into a little twist here. That's it. One more breath. Yes, make sure you breathe in this little tricky place. And release. Take the hands down. Roll back. And just release the legs. So you can take that left leg back. And take a cat-cow. Let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. Notice how that feels. And then push away and round into the back. Okay, so we'll come back to neutral. And slide your left leg back, press the toes into the floor. Lift the left leg up. We can do a little bit of pulsing here. Hopefully heat's starting to rise a little bit. You're going to swing your left leg towards the front. And then swing your left leg all the way to the other side. Then lower your left knee outside of your right leg, outside of your right knee, and splay the feet outwards. So now as you rock forwards and back, you can let that right knee come up off the floor. And think about the hips kind of getting towards the mat here. They might not get there completely. Your body, you're going to go as far as feels good for you. So this time now, you're kind of on your hands, you're tucking your left toes under. If you can work out which one of those are your left toes. And then tucking your right toes under and lift that right knee up off the floor. So coming back into this funny little pose, walking your hands back. Sit onto your left heel and then swing your right foot forward so it's flat onto the floor. So that's your base. Bring your hands heart center. Inhale. Push the hands together, try and lift the chest up. You can always keep the hands on the floor. But then left elbow to the right knee if you can. Push down through the hands and start to twist towards that right side. Breathe in, even though it's a little bit of a wobbly balance. And breathe out. All right, from here, release. Bring your arms forwards. Now push down into your right foot. Just come up to standing. Push into that left foot. Now, start to turn towards the left and keep your feet where they are. Keep turning, keep turning. Turn the toes as you go. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. And then you're going to sit back down onto that right heel and onto that left foot. Did it work? If it didn't, doesn't matter. Lower the hands down, lower the knees down, and release the legs. Take a cat-cow, let the belly sink and lift the head, chest up, and then push away and round into the back. And let the belly sink, lift the head, chest up, tuck your toes under, come into your first downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, push those hips up high. And a long breath out. Paddle the feet, squeeze the heels down one by one. I think we've gone through the whole body now, nice and warm. Come up high onto your toes. Roll yourself forwards into your first plank pose. Now you can drop your knees, but we're going to do a little pulse here. So elbows bend and push right back up. And again, elbows bend and push right back up. Good. Last time, elbows bend, push back up. Lower the knees, push the hips into the heels. Nice little child's pose with the toes tucked. And then looking forwards, you're going to slide the head through. You can lower the elbows down to the floor, so you're on your forearms for a moment. Then the elbows lift as you continue to slide through. Come into your cobra, upward facing dog. And let's just take it straight up and back, downward facing dog. Step both feet together so the big toes are touching. And then cross your right leg over your left so your baby toes touch. Then try and push your heel down into the mat as you straighten into that back leg. Push those hands down to the floor. That should feel quite nice. So unhooking the right leg, bringing the toes back. Bring your left foot in front of your right. Try and line up your baby toes and then work as best as you can to push the left heel towards the floor, straightening that right leg. And then release, bringing the left foot back. Have a bit of a space in between your feet again. And let's take the right leg up to the sky. Now keep the right toes pointing down. Can you pulse the leg up? And then from here, can you swing the right leg all the way to the right side like you did when you were on all fours? And then swing it all the way back. Okay, so play with that. You're getting the right side to work, as well as getting that lovely rotation in the right hip. From there, can you take the right foot all the way to the right hand? Yes, and then extend that left leg back, reach it back. Come up into your high lunge, lift the arms up, interlace the fingers and turn the palms faced up. Welcome to standing. Now you're going to lean over to the right side, breathe into the left side. Now you can bend the back leg as you round into the back, chin to chest, bringing the arms forwards. And then straightening into the back leg, take it over towards the left side. And then bring it all the way back up. Don't worry if you're wobbling. Good, release the hands, take them either side, front foot, and then front foot to the back. Let's do a little double dip. Drop your knees if you need to. Elbows bend, push back up. And again, elbows bend, push back up. Last one, elbows bend. Push back up, lower the knees. Sit the hips into the heels, feel the stretch there. And we're going to slide it forwards. Head comes through, elbows lower down. Keep sliding the head through, elbows lift. Take your body through and into your cobra upward dog. Yes, take it straight up and back into your downward facing dog. You got a nice space in between your feet. Lift the hips up, inhale. And exhale. Just swing your left leg up to the sky. Flex the foot and then pulse the leg.
Every pulse, take the leg a little bit higher, and it's the right leg that really feels it. You're going to swing your left leg over towards the left side, trying to keep it nice and straight, and then swing it all the way back. So not only are we exploring a rotation in the hip, but just trying to keep that right leg straight is a real hard deal, and you're also working the sides, that left side of your body. So next time you swing the left leg forwards, take the left foot outside of your left hand. Slide your right leg back. Come up onto your fingertips and then lift your arms up into that high lunge. Yes, good. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, and then lean over towards the left side. Then you can bend the back leg round into the back, swing the arms towards the front. Straighten into the back leg as you swing to the right. And then lift the arms all the way up. Good, nice, release the hands, take them either side, front foot, and then front foot to the back, find your plank. Double dip or not. Double dip, chocolate chip, 3 times. You can drop the knees. Last one. Once you've done your last one, lower the knees, push the hips into the heels, and then slide head through, elbows down, elbows lift, keep sliding through, push down, cobra upward dog, and then take it up and back into that downward facing dog. Breath in through the nose, guys, well done. Breath out through the nose. Okay, before we continue, lower your knees to the floor, untuck your toes, sit back onto your heels, swing your right arm behind you, press the hand on the floor and take your left arm up and over your head. Push those hips forwards as you lift up. Sitting the hips back down, coming back to the center, take your left hand behind you, fingers close to the foot, right arm up and overhead, push the hips forwards and up. Just see what you can do here. Don't worry if you can't lift those hips up really high, just see where you can go. Good, sitting the hips back down, come all the way back onto all fours. Tucking those toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So swing your right leg up to the sky, toes pointing down. Lift that right leg a little bit higher. Keeping the leg straight, rotate the leg within the hip, and try and put your right foot next to your right hand. Once you get there, come into your high lunge. And then ground the back heel into your warrior 2. You're going to have to adjust your front foot, move it to the left. Yes, so now put your hands on your hips. And we try and draw a figure of 8 with the hips. So you're going to bend both legs up. First the right leg and then bend the left leg. And try and create a little circle with the hips. Feels quite nice. And then keep bending into the right leg. Reach your arms all the way out. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Good. Exhale, take your right hand to the floor and then bring your left hand to the floor. We're going to take a twist here. Okay, so pick your back heel up, walk your right foot over to the right, and then spin your right fingers up to the sky. Twist the chest towards the sky. Notice if your left hip is dropping, try and lift it back up. You can turn both toes towards the right, squeeze the inner thighs together, lift your hips up. And then right arm comes all the way back, toes come down at the back, front foot to the back. No double dip now, elbows brush rib cage. Push down to come up, and then take it up and back, downward facing dog. Wiggle, wiggle. Breathe in. And breathe out. So you're going to swing your left leg up to the sky, nice and straight. Try and pulse that leg up a little bit higher if you can. And then swing the left leg straight all the way to the left side. Yeah, and eventually place your left foot outside the left hand. Of course, you're going to have to come up onto the right toes. Then into your high lunge.
Good. From here, ground the back heel and adjust that front foot. Move it towards the right. Reach through the fingers. Now you can bring your hands onto your hips. You're going to bend the right leg and then bend the left leg. And try and find a little figure of 8 with your hips here. So really freeing up any last little bits of tightness or tension. Seeing if you can work it out. Might be a little bit hard to get. And then sink back into your warrior two, reaching your arms out to the side. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Breathe into the left side. The left hand comes down, and then the right hand comes down. Pick your back heel up, walk the left foot over to the left. Take a twist, left arm up to the sky. Don't let your right hip sink here. Twist from your belly button. And then turn both toes towards the left. Squeeze the inner thighs together, lift those hips up. You could, if you like, take your left arm up and over your head. Good, bringing the left hand back, front foot to the back. Push your heels back as your elbows bend. Come up into your cobra up dog, and then take it straight up and back into downward facing dog. How is your body feeling? Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, from here, bending the knees. You're going to jump, step your feet outside the hands. So see if you can do a little jump, maybe a little step. And then come back into your Malasana shape. Yeah, bring your palms together, elbows into your knees, lift your head, chest up. Okay, so we did that circle camel with the shins down. Now let's try doing it with the feet flat. So you can take your right hand behind you, rest the hand on the floor, swing your left arm up and over your head and push those hips up. Good. Sitting the hips back down into the mat, or towards the mat, coming back into your Malasana. Yeah, did we all survive that? And then take your left hand towards the back of the mat. You want it quite close to your hips, really. And then right arm swings up and over your head. Lift those hips up. So you're halfway into your wheel. Good, and then sitting your bum back down. Come back to where you came from, into your Malasana. Pop your palms flat down onto the mat. Now you're going to lean into the hands. Push the knees into your arms, and then push the arms into the knees, and find where's that equal push and pull. Draw your chest forwards. One foot can come off, and then the other foot can come off. Yeah, so our knees aren't on top of the arms, they're on the outer arms. Hold it there, core nice and strong. Good, lowering the feet back where they came from, back into your Malasana. Take your head down, your hips up, and then heel toe the feet to the center. Well done. Take a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Can the hands go behind the calves as your forehead comes towards your shins? Yes, release, roll your way up. Palms together, lift your arms up, thighs forwards, hips forwards. And then exhale, fold and hinge. Releasing the hands, inhale, take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, jump it back, step it back. Vinyasa, elbows bend, push down to lift your heart up. And then take it up and back into downward facing dog. Breath in. How is all of that feeling, guys? And breath out, lift the hips up. We keep on moving, okay? Take your right leg up. Toes pointing down, pulse the leg, maybe, so you can get that leg a bit higher with the pulse. Swing the right leg all the way to the right. Bring the right foot outside your right hand. Come up into your high lunge. Yeah, ground the back heel and adjust your front foot. Warrior two. And then you can bend the back leg straight in the front, nice little circle with the hips. Sinking into your warrior two, flip the front palm, reach it forwards and back, breathe into the right side. So now come into your triangle pose, right hand onto your shin, left arm to the sky. Now if you can keep both sides of the body long, right hand onto the floor behind your right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Left arm can come up and over your head. You're going to look down, bend into your right leg, bring your left hand down, pick your back heel up, spin the toes to the right, and take your right arm up to the sky into this little side plank. That's it. Lift those hips up. Now you're gonna, you can drop your left knee to the floor here, or you can just keep it lifted and the right foot falls behind your left leg. Lift the hips up and you're coming into a wild thing. Reach, reach, reach. Good. From here, swing back into your plank pose. Right hand down, right foot down, elbows brush by the rib cage. Come through cobra, up dog, and then meet me in downward facing dog. Lift those hips up, squeeze those heels down. Okay, let's take the left leg up to the sky, toes pointing downwards. A little pulse just to get that left leg a bit higher. Swing the left leg all the way to the left side and bring your left foot outside your left hand. Then once you get there, come into your high lunge. It's hard that, isn't it? Lift your arms up. You're going to ground the back heel, open up into your warrior two, adjust your front foot. Looking for that heel to arch alignment there. Flip the front palm, stay here. Circle the hips, sideways. Bending into the back leg. Then bending into the front leg. Okay, then into your warrior two, flip the front palm, reach it forwards, take it back, breathe into the left side. Then straighten into the front leg, left hand onto your shin. Maybe that left hand is outside the left leg. Yeah, you choose. Left rib cage to the right. Right arm up and overhead. Feel that extension there. And then bringing your right hand down, you can bend into your left leg, lift your back heel up, turn both toes towards the left and sweep the left arm up to the sky. Lift those hips up here. That's it. Now you can drop your right knee here, or just take the left leg behind you. Lift those hips up into your wild thing. Reach the left fingers to the top of the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, come back through your plank. Elbows bend, brush the rib cage. Cobra up dog. And then back into that downward facing dog. Nice big breath in. And a long breath out. Good, lower the knees to the floor. Sit back into your heels. How are you feeling? Forehead down into the mat. I want to revisit something that we were playing with earlier in the class and then see if we can take it to a different place. Okay, so we'll come back up onto all fours. Now your body's nice and warm, everything is nice and strong. You're going to come onto all fours and take your right leg back, press the toes into the floor. Okay, and you can lift your right leg up. You swing it over to the right. Unless you've got furniture in the way. And then swing it all the way back and take your right knee outside of your left leg. Fan the toes out to the side. Push the hips back as the left knee comes off the floor. Maybe you can sit down a little bit deeper now. And then coming back into that little squat. So you're going to tuck your left toes under, tuck your right toes under. Make sure your left knee is off the floor already. That's going to make it a bit easier. Walk your hands back and sit onto your right heel. Bring your left foot flat. And then bring your hands heart center. Okay, find that moment. Now hold it there. From here, we take the twist. So your right arm goes over towards the left side. Push down through the palms as you twist the chest. You could have a block underneath your right heel here to support you if you needed to. So let's see where we can go from here. Take the hands down onto the floor in line with your left leg. Fingers pointing away from you. Yeah? And then try and bend your arms and try and land the outer leg onto the arms. And then lift both legs up. See what can happen. See if it happens. Doesn't matter if not, you might nosedive. You might just keep twisting, see what happens. And then really spring it all the way back. Did we have some success there? Wherever you are, we're going to take the hands down, take the knees down, and uncross the legs. Shake it out. We all okay? Give it a go. Let's try the other side. So taking the left leg back, press the toes into the floor, lifting the leg up, and then swinging the leg all the way over to the left, and then swinging it all the way over to the right. Lower the left knee outside of the right and fan the feet out. Rock forwards and back, letting your right knee come off the floor. Yeah, so you can lift that right knee up and sit the hips in between the feet. Okay, so now you can tuck your toes under and definitely that right knee lifted up, ready. Yeah, start to walk your hands back and sit onto your left heel. Pop a block underneath this left heel if you need to, and bring your right foot flat. So you have to bring it, step it forward. It's like you're going to stand on it. Bring your hands heart center. Hold it there. Breathing in. Breathing out. Yes. So now twist left elbow outside of the right leg. And this might be where you stay today, just enjoying the twist. Good, and then taking your hands to the floor. The fingers are pointing away from that right leg. You're lining up the hands. You're bending your elbows. You're seeing where you can get to. You can place your right hip onto your right elbow. Place your outer right leg onto the left elbow, and then swing both feet up. If you're there, stay there. You can draw your chest forwards. And if you face planted, no worries. Release, come all the way back. Awesome, guys. I'd love to see some pictures of that. Roll forwards. Release your right leg. And take a cat-cow. Good. All right, your last little thing of effort. Tuck your back toes. Lift your knees up. And lift your hips up into your downward facing dog. Bend the knees and look forwards. Jump your feet outside of your hands. Come into your Malasana shape. Press your palms together, lift the chest up. Now you might do your half wheel again, or might be working towards your full wheel. Okay, so we will take the right hand back. If you're going full, we'll start to spin the fingers around. Take your left arm up and over your head. Maybe the left hand lands on the floor as well as you come into your wheel. These are all maybes, yeah? You'll go to where feels good for you. And then you can come all the way back. Are we all there? Well done. Taking your left hand back. If you're going into wheel, start to turn the fingers towards your bum. Swing your right arm up and over your head, stay there. Or take your right hand to the floor. Into your wheel. No worries if you're not getting there today. And start to spin it back. Coming all the way back. Well done. Lower your bum down onto the mat. Come into a boat pose. Lift your chest up. Did I do this with you? Walk your hips forwards. Let your knees swing from side to side. Get that core working last little bit. And then take it back the other way. Much harder. A lot less elegant.
Then come into your low boat, rounding into the back. Come into your high boat. And again into your low boat. High boat, building that endurance. Last time, low boat. High boat. Good, now come into your kaplunk on the floor pose. And then relax, breathe into your belly. Well done, guys. Breathe out, relax. Last pose. Bend the knees, feet flat. Then you can hug the thighs into the chest. Wrap your arms over the tops of the shins. Take a little rock from side to side. We're coming into a twist, letting both knees fall to the right side. Okay, it's just slowing it down now. Breathe in. And breathe out. Excellent, guys. Good. Bring the knees back into the center. And then let them fall to the other side. Coming into that twist. Right arm out to the right side. Nice big breath in. And a long breath out. Good. Bring the knees back into the center. Now take the legs up and over your head. You can always take happy baby here, but you just want your knees nice and close towards your ears. Make sure there's lots of weight in your elbows, not in your neck. Breath in. Breath out. When you're ready, just lowering your hands down onto the mat. You can bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. Have your arms by your side or up and over your head. You've just got a few moments to rest here. Eyes closed, face relaxed, jaw relaxed. Take this moment. Take a breath in all together. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. And again, breathing in. Exhale, let it go. Last time, breathing in. Exhale, let it go. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you like, yeah? But if you need to get moving, then you can bring your knees up. You can extend those legs out. Do a full body stretch. Bring the knees back in and we can roll over to the right hand side. Come into a fetal shape. As keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape that feels good for you. Okay. Hands onto your knees. Well done, guys. Eyes closed down and we're right back to where we started. How does your body feel now? Let yourself sit back into the sitting bones. And then from the sitting bones, feel the spine long, crown of the head, moving upwards towards the sky, and then your shoulder blades drawing downwards towards the floor. And we'll let your right ear fall to the right shoulder. Squeeze the left shoulder down the back. And bring the head back through center. Left ear towards left shoulder, right shoulder down the back. And bring the head back to the center. Chin lifts upwards towards the sky. And then chin draws downwards towards the throat. Bringing the head back to the center, palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. In gratitude to the practice, it's always such a journey. In gratitude to all the teachers before me, and in gratitude to you guys for being here with me today. Breath in through the nose.
Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Namaste, have a beautiful rest of your day. Let me know if you've got any questions, as always. I'm right here. I hope you've enjoyed that little journey. Have a lovely day.